Hi everyone, it's Helen Griffin here and thank you for joining me today. So it's Christmas in July 2019. I think this is my third, it could be my fourth, I have no idea. It is so hot down here in the UK. My brain is literally frazzled. So I am working in the evening, so there may be some background noises. There's birds singing at the moment, but you never know, people kind of do things in the evening because they can't get it done in the day. Let me grab my thermometer. This happens every Christmas in July. So we have a heat wave. So this is not the right time. It is currently 8:22, and yes, the date is right, but it is 29 degrees in the room that I'm in. So it was even hotter outside today. So Christmas in July is always a heat wave. So if you are noticing a little bit of camera quality difference, I have switched over to my camcorder. I normally film my videos on my phone because the quality is a lot better than on my camcorder, but my phone really cannot do with the heat, so my camcorder does fare a lot better. So let's get on with the project for today. This is day one, so we are going to be making this diddy little Christmas cracker. I have two Ferrero Rochers inside there. You may not be able to see those. And I've used a beautiful new Christmas pad from Crafter's Companion. I absolutely love it. It's a 12 by 12 pad and it comes with all these cut parts, and I will get to that in a moment. I will show you. And all these supplies will be listed down below, and this project will be on my website as well. The link for that will be down below as well. It will take you directly to this project, and it will have the supply list, it will have this video on there, and there'll also be a bonus gift box on there as well, because if you want to make a whole load of these and you can just line them up together, that would make a really lovely Christmas gift, especially, you know, as you'll be choosing your own gifts to put inside. Anyway, I'm now waffling on because obviously I haven't talked enough to anyone today, and now I'm just waffle. Right, so let's get on with showing you what you're going to be needing to make this project, and yeah, I really hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Okay, so here's the paper pad we're going to be working with today. It's from Crafter's Companion, and all the links will be down below for everything that I have used today. And it's called Poinsettia Perfection, and it's from the Nature's Garden range. So there are some other papers from the Nature's Gardens range, and I just absolutely love this. It's beautiful traditional Christmas colours and images, and it's kind of got a watercolour whimsical sort of feel to it as well. And you also get extra things in this pad as well. So let's open it up. Grab my scissors here. I haven't actually opened this up fully yet. I've only had a quick glance inside from what I could flick through. So at the back here we have some die cuts. So this is absolutely perfect for your card making. These pop out here. So they're already done for you, so it's really easy, and they have a nice sheen to them as well, so it's perfect for your card making. So you've got some larger ones here, and then you move on to some smaller ones. So this is perfect for gift tags, again mini albums, and also for our project that we're going to be doing today. And we also have some small cutter parts as well, and that's backed onto some patterned paper. So you get 3 sheets of those. I think it's 3 sheets, and then we have the beautiful paper. So I'll quickly flick through these. I absolutely love these. So you get lovely shades here of the traditional reds and the greens, and this is basically just a scrapbook layout already ready made for you as well. So there's a variation here of layouts like this one, and then the full layouts as well, the full patterned paper as well. So got some hollies and some poinsettias. Absolutely love these. I'm just hoping my camera is actually picking up some of these beautiful colours. When I go to edit this video, I'll make sure that I can get the best colours for you so you can see those. So it's going to be really pretty hard for me to choose, but I'm going to kind of go for these patterns here for today's project, and also these ones as well. I love these. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, so let's grab our papers that we're going to be using. Again, this is going to be a lovely scrapbook page, but not for today, not for today. If you want to see me make a Christmas scrapbook page layout, full 12 by 12, just like this, do let me know down in the comments below and I can get a nice Christmas one done. So I'm going to go for this one here. So I'm going to use both sides. And we'll be cutting this down to 6 by 6. And I also pretty much like this green one here as well. So I'm going to be using those 3 today. Grab my paper trimmer. Okay, I've been using this Fiskars bypass rotary trimmer now for quite some time, so I've given it a really good full use, and I will be doing a review on this. So the 6 just goes below the notch there. There isn't an actual notch for 6. That's one of the things about paper trimmers, is they're all different. The 6 is always in a different place. Okay, so that's the 6 there. So I'm going to move over now to my next paper trimmer. I do use 2 paper trimmers, so I use this one for my larger ones, and then I do actually have a smaller Tim Holtz one that's going to fit perfectly onto my desk. So, and that does the 6 inches. Okay, moving down to a more manageable size now. So let's feed these through. Okay, then we have our 6 by 6s there, so let's quickly do all those. I'm going to do probably 2 of these ones. I'm going to keep that one as a 12 by 6. Okay, so I'm going to need one more. I'll go for a red. We'll see how many we can make. You can make loads of these. If you can imagine you have a 12 by 12 pad, how many of these tiny crackers that you can actually make. And if you can hear some noise, it's been a very, very hot day today, as I said earlier. So people are now doing their daytime things in the evening. Okay, so I'm going to grab my scoreboard out now. So this is also the Weir memory keepers. I have this in trim, I believe, at the moment. So let's turn this over, switch it over to score. It's got this edge here, so it's perfect for scoring, and it also comes with an onboard bone folder as well to help with your scoring. And at the top it has the inches, and at the bottom it has centimetres, so it really is very, very useful. Okay, so we have our 6 by 6 pieces of paper here, and on the first lot of scoring we are going to score out 1 3/8. And one other really good thing about this is, hopefully you can see this, it gives you all the measurements in the eighths as well. So it really takes out all of the guesswork. So if you're not really good at you know, your 1/8 of an inch and 1/16 of an inch, then this one's really good, because then it tells you exactly where it is. But there is one other thing I need to tell you about. It does work the other way. Because it's a paper trimmer, it does work the other way. So normally the one would be over this side here, but we're starting and we're going from right to left. Alright, so the first one is 1 3/8. My eyesight is not so good. I think I need to get some new glasses. So here we got 1 3/8. And then the next one is at 2 3/4, so that's 2.75. And then the next one is at 4 1/8, and the last one is at 5 1/2. There we go, so that's scored really well. So let's turn it 90 degrees, which is turn once, and then we are going to score at 1, 1 1/2 and 2. So we have 1, 1 1/2 and 2. Now we're going to switch it round, completely round the other way, so 180 degrees, so it's 2 turns, 1, 2. And then we're going to do exactly the same measurements, 1 inch, 1 1/2 and 2. Oh gosh, the sirens are out tonight. Okay, so it should look something like that. Okay, so let me put the bone folder back in. Fold this up. trying to be tidy as I go along. And now I'm going to grab out my envelope punch board, which is part of the 123 punch board. So it does the boxes from the gift box punch board, and it also does the envelopes and the bows, and it's got all the extra bits here. And the one really good thing is, if you're working with large pieces of paper or cardstock, this arm here comes out and extends all of these diagonal lines here. So I absolutely love it, and it comes with all of the measurements here that you need for all your projects. And another thing that it comes with is this little booklet here, and it's got loads of projects, and it tells you how to do the bows and how to make envelope boxes. So here we have an envelope box, so it's got all the diagonal lines for that. So I absolutely love that little booklet there. Okay, so let's get on with making our mini crackers. So I'm going to grab the bone folder from the board, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to score all of the lines first. Not score, burnish all of the scored lines. Okay, so on this set of 3, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold inwards the 2 outer lines. See, and then we have this one in the centre. That is going to actually fold the other way. Go and do exactly the same on the other side. There we go. Oh no, I folded the wrong one. It's this one. There we go. Right. Okay, so you should have something that looks like this, with all the folded score lines going around like so. Okay, so now we can pop this into our envelope punch board. So I'm going to start by folding this side just like that. And this is one of my favourite projects. When I used to do workshops, I think this was one of the first projects that I did, and it was a lot of fun to make. So we need to put it in at 1.5, and then we punch and score. Sorry, not punch and score, just punch, and there we go. We'll get that there. Right, so I'm going to do that on, I am actually going to do this on the end as well. There we go, and remember to clear underneath as well. It may make it harder to punch through if the pieces of paper or card have built up, and obviously it's easier to punch through paper than it is to use cardstock, so you should end up with something looking like this. So yeah, I don't really have time to do workshops anymore, so those came to a stop. But I don't know, maybe one day I might just open up some more workshops again, so it's always, you know, never say never. Okay, so I'm just working my way up the other side, and I can feel that's getting a bit full, so let's discard those. And then the last one. Okay, so let's move this out of the way. We don't need this anymore. So if you're making a whole bunch of these, do all your cutting and then all of your scoring and then all of your punching together. So it should look something like this, and I kind of want it the other way round. So all you've got to do is just turn over your score lines. Let's go for this nice pretty side. It's really easy to do once you've already burnished your score lines, just switch them over. There we go. Okay. Right, now we can get gluing. So we have this shorter panel here. It is easier for you to see the score lines on the red side, so I'm going to add some glue along here. So I'm going to be using my favourite. This is Cosmic Shimmer. The label's been taken off because I was on the TV shopping channel a couple of weeks ago, and it was advisable to take the label off my glue, so I don't mind. We all know the shape of this bottle and what's in it, so that's absolutely fine. So I'm going up to the score line. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just going to fold that over. Then I'm going to take this section here and I'm going to press that down. And I'm just going to press that down now completely. And also I'm going to put the glue lid back on, because that will clog up and dry out really super fast, because it's still 29 degrees. Here we go, it's still 29 degrees in this room, so it's still pretty hot. Okay, so it's really taking shape now. How beautiful is that going to look on your dinner plate, or just even scattered around the tree? Right, so let's put some chocolates in first. I do have some Ferrero Rochers somewhere. Let me find them. There we go. I'm just going through my props here. Hold on a second. I have some here. Nope. Nope. Yes. Right. Okay, if you're wondering, this is my exploding gift box. I do have a die set to cut this out, and that will be on my website, just in case you were wondering. It takes all of the hard work out for you, all the scoring and the cutting. Right, now back to this one. So this project is going to fit in 2 lovely Ferrero Rochers, and I have no idea how these have held out throughout the hot weather we've been having. So these are going to be my props until I buy some more, but even when I buy some more, they're probably still going to be advisable to be just props. Okay, so that fits in there beautifully and perfectly. So let's grab some ribbon. This is just generic red ribbon I use for most of my Christmas projects. It's just kind of like haberdashery sort of ribbon. You can go out and buy some nice fancy ribbon. Some nice gold trimmed ribbon would look really nice for this. So you can tie it in a bow or a knot. I mean, it would be easier for the person tying the bow, tying up this section here, to do a knot. And then it would be a lot easier if it wasn't a knot for the person that's undoing it, that doesn't really want to pull the cracker apart, because traditionally you'd pull the cracker apart and it would rip. So just to make it a little easier, I'm just going to tie bows if I can. Oh, I had it and it disappeared through the hole. There we go. Right, let's make that look nicer. There we go, that's looking nice and pretty. Oh, I like it, I like it. Okay, that's one side. Oh, that is looking so pretty already. I love it. I'm hoping, because I'm using my different camcorder today because of the heat, this one fares a little better with the hot heat around here. So I am using, the quality is going to be different from the rest of my videos on my channel, so yes, do bear with me during this awful heat wave that we're having here in the UK. So I'm hoping this is picking up, and I normally wouldn't film this late in the evening either. I do like to have as much natural daylight as possible, but as it's just so hot during the day, I can't even focus or think straight, and well, neither can my camera really. So let's get that cut. There we go. That is just so lovely. I just love that just as it is. I mean, you could just do that. I mean, how long did that take? Imagine if you just had a few more to make. You can knock these up really fast. Right, let's decorate. I mean, you don't have to decorate, but I would like to just add a couple more finishing touches. So let's move that aside. So I'd like you to still see it, have it still in the camera frame. So these are going to be obviously too big. These are going to be slightly too big for this as well, actually. So I may just have to move over to one of these cutter parts. Most likely, yes. I mean, I do have some mini albums. Here's a spoiler. I do have some mini albums coming up for the rest of the series. So there's going to be a little bit of a mixture of everything for the series. I'm going to grab my big scissors here. I can do a nice straight line with these. Right, so which ones should we choose? These ones look nice. So these ones at the top here are going to be easier to cut out. These are lovely. Look at these. These are like little ticket strips. Gosh, there's so much choice here. You could really go to town on a mini album with these. You really could. Make some nice little tuck points. Anyway, I digress. I'm getting distracted by the prettiness. Okay, so let's cut out this strip here. And I'm also going to cut everything out with a border as well. Let's move that aside. Okay, so what am I going to choose? I think I'm going to choose Believe. So these would fit better this way. There we go. You see, these lighter ones here, these are going to look better against a contrasting darker background. See, this is kind of going to get lost here. It does look nice, but it's going to get lost a little bit. But that one is going to stick out a lot better. And then this red one here and this dark green one here is going to really be nice and bold against a bold busy background like this one here. So I'd like to have that one on show, so I don't want to hide that. So I think maybe this one here, because it's kind of like a cut in half. So we'll go for Believe. Let's turn those over. Okay, let's get those cut out. I am going to leave a slight border around there. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so once I've got this together, I will be making a box to put these in, but I haven't made that yet. So if you pop along to my website, the link will be down below. It will take you directly to this project, and there'll be additional photos, and there will be photos of the gift box that I'm going to put these in. So this will be a wonderful gift to make someone, a nice selection box. You can fill it with goodies, chocolates, sweets, or even bath bombs, like the tiny little bath bombs, if you can find some small enough, or make some small enough for these. So I'm going to make a gift box for this, so there'll be a lovely row of them, and then there'll be photos of that and the measurements on how to make the gift box on my website. So that's a little bonus for this project here. Right, so I'm going to use some foam pads now to see how white I am. I've been staying out of the sun because I'm quite freckly, so I do like to stay out of the sun. Like SPF 50 all of the way for me. I don't really enjoy the heat, as you can probably tell. It's not my style. I'm a kind of an autumn spring person, and I love winter as well. I have more coats than I have dresses. That's how much I love the winter more than summer. Okay, let's pop that on. Okay, so here is our teeny tiny mini cracker. I absolutely love how this has turned out. I can't wait to make some more. I'll be making a whole load more. Okay, so if you do actually make these and make the gift box, these may get in the way when you stack them, so try and choose some smaller cutouts from the kit. These ones here will be perfect, or something that's not going to overlap the edges here, so it's all going to tuck in nicely when they're all in a row. But this one is just going to look adorable on your dinner plate. Right, so that is day one. Please do pop along to my website. This video and the supplies list, the instructions, the measurements and the gift box, that's all going to be on the website, and that is going to be a direct link down below for that one, and also the supply list will be listed down below as well. Right, so I hope you enjoyed day one. Give me a thumbs up. I really enjoyed making this one today. I thought it's a really good, strong, happy thing to make for day one. So there's still plenty more lovely projects. There's going to be 5 projects this year, so this is day one, so there's 4 more to go. Give me a thumbs up and I'll see you again for day 2.